He's also involved in production in terms of movie-wise. So help me welcome Blax Nelson. Hi.
Hi.
How are you? High five. Uko fiti?
Was that a high?
According to you, that wasn't a high. I don't know. But anyway, karibu sana to Elevation Show. Tunashukuru umekuja. You know. So you are a public speaker. You are a writer. You are sasa kwa movie nitasema wewe ni director, producer. Producer. All that. Hizo zote ni titles za mtu mmoja, and you still remain to be this humble, like uko tu. Anyway, Karim, I just want to tease you a bit. So this guy is here, to talk about his book, by the way. Ndio hii. Here it is, inaitwa Beyond the Slums of Heaven, soaring like the eagle to life's riches. Here it is. So we'll be getting to know more about Blax Nelson, akituelezea more about his book. So Blax, before we even get to this book, when did the interest to write books, from getting from your heart, inakuja kwa roho, and then now you decide, what, I'll put it down on writing. So when did that interest come?
Basically, I am a poet at heart. And I started writing poetry when I was like 7. 7. Yeah. Since my mom gave me the first poem to say in front of her guests.
Wow.
It was called Samaki ni mnyama mdogo. So I thought instead of talking about Samaki, I could just write poetry that fits my mom and the members of my family.
Yeah.
I found poetry became to me a way of finding solace all through life. But now writing books, I got into ghost writing by coincidence. I believe you know what ghost writing is.
Yes.
So writing on behalf of others. So being a publicist, I was working with artists and meeting different pastors, and I would hear some of them have this an awesome way of expressing the word of God that you wish the whole world would be listening, and all generations were listening. And I realized that the pastors have been given a word for this generation, but authors have the challenge to carry that word to all successive generations. So I sat down. Each time I sat down to listen to a pastor, I would take notes, and I'll go home and research and also pray and observe humanity. Then I'll come up with a book and approach the pastor. So after like four or five successful ghost-written books, I realized now it was time for me. Actually, my mentor, Steve Mburu, told me, do not keep this away from humanity. Don't hide your face. Go out and do it. That was 4 years ago.
Wow.
So I worked on different books, but I still felt I wasn't ready to put my name on them. They're going around in the names of the people that inspired me.
Whoa.
So
that's amazing. So since that was 4 years ago. So how many books so far?
So far, one launched, the one we have now.
Yes, which is this? Yes, this is the book.
Then 2 others to be launched, but they are ready.
Yeah.
That is Wife Material.
Wife Material. Please note on that,
You're so excited about this.
I really want to read that book. I really want to read that book. Anyway, proceed.
And You Will Survive. You Will Survive is dealing with the heartbreak as a Christian youth. Yeah.
Which most people don't really understand. Why are you a Christian and you're going through a heartbreak? I thought Jesus cures everything or solves everything.
And they'll be like, you're supposed to be dating this way. You tell your pastor, I like this woman, and he or she goes to that lady and says, this is how you should handle this. So if it doesn't work, it can't be a breakup because you don't have an emotional attachment. But that is not reality. Reality is we get into emotional attachments.
Okay, so that is I Will Survive. Let's also talk about Wife Material, and then now we can get to this, which you have launched.
Wife Material. Most people that tell ladies they want a Proverbs 31 woman.
Yeah, that is 31 woman. Boy.
But those same people have not read the Proverbs 31 man.
Yeah.
God is not biased. Now, the Bible introduces the king. It says, Proverbs 31, the words of King Lemuel's mother to King Lemuel. Now, that is the heading of Proverbs 31. But then when now you read through the verses, now it introduces the woman. It says, a virtuous woman who can find. It lays the basis of the man before it gives the woman. Now let's get back to the woman. The Bible says, he who finds a wife finds a good thing
and obtains favor.
Say it in Swahili. Yule anayepata mke anapata kitu chema. No, not. The Bible does not say finds a good person.
Finds a good thing.
Now, there's a wife in every woman. It needs a king to activate that wife.
Wow.
Now, I talk about the inbuilt traits of a wife in every woman. And now it is for you as the man to find out. For instance, I talk about the loyalty of Sarah. I talk about the bravery of Deborah. I talk about
Deborah.
I talk about the wisdom of Abigail. I speak about this dedication of Ruth, a woman who loved beyond death. It says till death do us part, but he never did part what Ruth had with her initial husband. And so God blessed her 1,000-fold. I look at negative traits, like the story of Sapphira and Ananias. You look at it and you see this woman was too much in love that love destroyed her. And all these are aspects within women that God created.
Very true.
So it is my belief as a person that in every woman there is a wife.
There's a wife.
It just takes the right kind of man to activate that wife. So wife material is not a person. That women who go to church wanafunga kitambaa.
So you should tell, a wife material is like this, not like that.
No.
That's a good perception or a way to bring it out. And it's just amazing because most people in church right now, they love quoting, the Proverbs 31 woman, but people don't really want to get that revelation, deep revelation of what it truly means. That is amazing. So let me just ask before we get to this book, is this the direction that you want to take in terms of writing books, in terms of biblically, the biblical aspect? Because there's a way you're bringing it out, you're comparing it to the Bible, you're bringing some stories or, comparing, let me just use that word for lack of a better word, that to, this, to whatever you want to bring out, you're using the biblical aspect. Is that the kind of direction that you want to take in as a writer right now?
I'm given to words, so basically I will use a lot of words to answer that. If you want to be the best, you emulate the best. The first time, maybe the only time the Bible uses the name author, it refers to Jesus. It says he's the author
and the finisher
of our faith.
Yes.
Now, I am a Christian because I'm a follower of Christ. And if I'm a follower of Christ, basically, I need to do what my mentor or the person I look up to will have done. For me, Christianity is not part of my life. It is too big to be part of my life.
Wow.
It is my way of life. It is all that I am. So I'll write my books based on who I am. And who I am is rooted in Christianity.
So you want to get a romantic book from you, or maybe something, something different. So you really want to go into this direction.
By the way, there's romance in the Bible.
There is.
Songs of Solomon is so romantic.
Yes.
So even if I was to do a romantic book,
you get some from there.
It will be It will follow the same line. It will be based on Christianity, because the greatest love is in the Bible.
Amazing. So let's talk about this book, Beyond the Slums of Heaven, soaring like the eagle to life's riches. Let's talk about this book.
In writing the book, I found myself. Basically, I did find myself. And beyond the slums of heaven, soaring like the eagle to life's riches. Number one, the eagle is set aside as the king of birds. And even when the Bible looks at those who are soldiers of faith, it says those in Isaiah 40:13, those who hope in the Lord shall have their strength renewed as the eagle, and they shall mount
With wings
like the eagle. They shall walk and they shall not tire. And the eagle has very interesting characteristics, which I believe every mature Christian should have.
Yeah.
And if you will ask me if there are slums in heaven, heaven as a place has no slums. Heaven as a state has slums. Now, heaven as a place is a dwelling. Actually, it's not the dwelling place of God, because the Bible tells us heaven is His footstool.
So meaning there is another.
Yeah. And it describes heaven as a place where it has roads of gold and all. So it cannot have slums. But what is heaven as a state? Now, God, in creating, in the creation story, God creates an environment before He creates something. He creates time before He begins creation, so that we can be able to give it a chronology. He creates the earth before He creates plants. He creates the sky before He creates birds. And He creates Eden before He creates man. Eden is Hebrew for presence.
The presence of God.
Now, when we get saved, we redeem ourselves to God's presence. We redeem ourselves to Eden. Now we start experiencing heaven while we are on earth. Now, when you are immature spiritually, you can actually talk about the goodness of God. You can talk about these miracles you've seen. You can talk about what happens when somebody fasts. But then, in reality, you haven't experienced, because you don't have the know-how.
It's true.
But now, mature Christians live in the real suburbs of heaven. They know that when I don't have this, I will fast and I will pray. When I'm going through this, I will thank God, and then I'll get this.
Amazing. Okay.
So, beyond the slums of heaven is going beyond that level of being a no Christian to a do Christian.
Wow, amazing. Eish, that's awesome. So, hey, this book is, you guys need to get this book, by the way, by Blax Nelson.
And it is not, it's not cheap. But then, as they say, the grace is sufficient.
It's true. Oh, today we talk about grace, by the way, which I'm going to be asking you later on. but how long does it take you to write a book? Maybe, for example, this one, how long did it take you to write this book?
That one took me like 4 months.
4 months.
Of dedicated work.
Wow. And discipline. Till the end. Amazing. Okay, so let tunaongea kuhusu grace and understanding grace, and how it works in our lives. How would you describe grace in your life? Because most people love quoting this, grace your God is sufficient, man. Grace your God. Most people love quoting that. So according to you, what is God's grace in your life, and how has it worked in your life?
Most people talk about justice. But if we were to live by justice, then all of us don't deserve to live. All of us have fallen short of God's glory. We've sinned. So grace is that which connects our sinful self with God's wholesome holiness. It covers us that He may see us in our initial form. So the grace is our mantle of survival. I'll just say that. For me as a person, I wake up every day and I think there are people who, at the moment when I'm breathing my first in the morning, like consciously breathing, somebody is consciously breathing their last. Some other person is trying to. It makes me thankful.
Wow, amazing. So back to this book, since it's the only one you have launched so far. Is it out on bookshops, or where can people get it?
My book is dedicated to, the cells are dedicated to children living with cerebral palsy.
Wow.
So every single cell goes to them. So we get orders directly from us and from Faith Panda. Faith Panda is a group of blogs run by Christian authors. So they sell it in e-copy. From faithpanda.com, from christandnew.com, and if you were to get the hard copy, then you need to call the numbers behind the book, which I will also give.
Yes.
So that when buy, we get something for those kids.
Yeah. Wow, amazing. So maybe you can give us the contact so that people, when you're on a watch size, they can just maybe order a book.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it is 0720 569 097. 0720 569 097. Yeah.
Amazing. Sawa sawa. It has been amazing having you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. I hope to launch wife material. Please give it to me. As in hard copy.
Hard
please.
copy. You want the hard copy?
Yes,
or the
I want
soft
the hard copy. I want the hard copy. Anyway, this was Blax Nelson with us today on Elevation